Standard equations of hyperbola. So the first standard equation of hyperbola is given as x square over a square minus y square over b square is equal to 1. Now let's graph this hyperbola. And if we do that, we will get a graph something like this, where you can see x-axis is my transverse axis and y-axis is my conjugate axis. The foci of the hyperbola is f1 negative c comma 0 and f2 c comma 0. And the vertex of the hyperbola is this point, which is negative a and 0, and this point, which is a comma 0. This point is the center of the hyperbola, which is basically origin. Now let's consider a second standard hyperbola. So the standard equation of the hyperbola is given as y square over a square minus x square over b square is equal to 1. Now let's graph this hyperbola, and if we do that, we'll get a graph something like this, where you can see that x-axis is my conjugate axis and y-axis is my transverse axis. The coordinate of the foci is basically f1 0 comma c and f2 0 comma negative c. The vertex of the hyperbola is this point, and the coordinates are 0 comma a and 0 comma negative a respectively. The center of the hyperbola is basically this point, which is o 0 comma 0. And this is how we define the standard equation of hyperbola.